Hello.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Anthony. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm sorry I got stuck in a meeting. I'm just getting a second to call you. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
How's
No
it
problem. Good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm excited. I can't wait to get back on the road this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you were at home getting ready to come to Texas. I know you're doing like 3 or 4 shows in Texas.
Yeah, we're excited. We're headed to Lubbock and then to Houston, and then we finish up in Dallas.
And then I think you're headed out to California after that, right?
Yeah, we're still working on a couple of shows for the end of the year, but we're playing the Whiskey, I know for sure, on the 22nd. I think they're working a couple of dates around that. So we're so excited. We're so happy to be back out on the road and seeing everybody.
I know. You've been busy this year. You've been like you did the M3, you did the Monsters of Rock cruise, and then Vamped in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. We we picked out some places, some areas that we wanted to go. We love Texas. You know, I know we had talked in our conversations before. I used to live in Houston, so
right.
That is real close to my heart. I was real young, little. I was in like middle school or something, but it was one of my favorite memories growing up. One of my favorite summers was down there hanging around. We lived out in Clear Lake, so that always brings back a lot of good memories to come down there. But man, just going around the country has been amazing. We've been busier this year than we have in the past 20 years. We've been like cruising, so we're happy. We've got plans for 2020 to continue promoting the Bastard's Bill record, man, through through the fall of next year, I think is the plan. But we're just loving seeing everybody. We went on the road. We picked some places that we'd gone to before that we'd always had fun. We looked back at some of our itinerary. These around talking and got places that we went. We had so much fun. We got to do some of those shows, and then we went up to like Massachusetts and Maine and stuff this summer. We'd never been up that way, so that was fun to go to kind of stick our heads up that way.
Right.
And we're just excited. We're having a ball. The shows have been going great. We've worked in a couple of the new songs in the set, and we've got some good feedback on that. People are digging them, and they don't seem like they're too out of place. They seem like they flow in pretty good. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because I haven't seen you since you put out this new album. I think this is going to be your first show back in Houston at BFE October 19th. You're going to be doing a few songs off of that album?
Yeah, we are. We're doing a couple. We're doing, we made a video for Son of a Prodigal Son, so we're definitely doing that one. We do another song called Giants Fall, which is one that we're really excited to put in the set. And I'm trying to think of what else. We do Rose of Jericho. That was one that we did a sneak peek with, back in December. It was one of the first ones that we let out. But man, it's just been so fun. That whole record, man. All of our friends and family from the Tora days, and the fans and everybody, they helped us write this record. I'm not kidding. We started thinking about all these experiences, because we were kind of like everybody else. We were wondering what it was going to sound like. We were kind of nervous, and it had been a really long time since we'd put out new material. So, but we just, as soon as Keith and them kicked on in the jammer, and we're like, we're not going to go rehash any old stuff. We're not going to pull up old ideas or anything. We're just going in blank slate. But as soon as they hit their instruments, man, it was like, stale beer and cigarettes.
You had a lot to say. You didn't know it, right?
Yeah, it was like I thought I was 18 again. But anyway, it was just fun. They have a great relationship. We all do, and we were excited. We all had ideas, and me personally, I hoped that we were going to get a chance to sit back down and write some more. Kind of in the back of my mind on the back burner that we'd get a chance. And when Frontiers came along, it was like 2017. It was just like the planets lined up or something. Patrick, our bass player, had gone through a health issue. He had been diagnosed with cancer, and he got a clean bill of health.
That's awesome.
We jumped on we jumped on the Monsters of Rock. You know, he just told us, we've all been friends for 30 years. We went to high school together. And Keith and Patrick have known each other probably since they were 8 or 10 years old. I mean, forever. They've known each other. But anyway, he just said, hey, man, I want to go play. He goes, I don't care where we go. I don't care if it's 5 people or 5,000 or 50 or whatever. Let's just go make some music, you know. And he kind of had a new perspective on life, and it was the same with us. I mean, you know, we're at the age when somebody's talking about their health or something, you know, and our lifestyles that we have and have had, it's, you know, pretty serious. We start thinking about it. But he was fine, and we got all excited about it, and we went in and jumped on the Monsters Rock cruise. And as soon as we did that, we were just like, oh, my God, we found our tribe, our group of people.
Right.
We're excited. We want to go party. We want to go play. And it was kind of right about that same time that Frontiers reached out to us. They said, you know, would you be interested in recording again? And we just owe them, you know, we owe them a debt of gratitude, man, for giving us a voice and a platform and a way to reach back out to all the fans. And, you know, shoot, I mean, we're fans, our band. We love rock and music in general. We love listening to music. So for us to have the opportunity, you know, this far down the line to say, hey, man, let's go in and record and cut some songs, let's put some stuff out. It's been awesome. And it was just cool, man. When we bumped into Frontiers, I live in Nashville, the rest of the band's in Memphis. But, I contacted the rep from Frontiers, and he actually had just moved to Nashville. And he said, man, I'm in Nashville. I just moved. I don't know that many people or whatever. You know, he said, I'm just kind of getting my legs under me. And I said, well, I'd love to hear about the company, you know, talk to you. I said, where can I meet you? Tell me what part of town you're in. And he said, he was one exit from my house. And I said, oh, my God. I went and sat down at a coffee shop with him and talked to him for about 2 hours. And, you know, it was just awesome. We knew Frontiers. I had known their name for a long time. Jimmy Jameson, who sang with Survivor, had done some stuff with them a long time ago. And so we had kind of been introduced to their name and everything. And we knew Jimmy for a long time. He sang on all of our records, you know, did background vocals and stuff with us. And so I remembered the name. And then a lot of our peers and stuff had signed with them and had records out and stuff, our friends that we were following. It just felt like it was a good fit. So we were really excited about that. And so we went in and did the record. And, you know, as we were writing, that story I was telling you was about, you know, Rose at Jericho when we were writing it. It was a title we had just kind of floating around was Rock and Roll Ain't Dead Yet. And then as we got to telling all these stories and talking to each other, it was like, oh, my God, man, we thought about all these crazy experiences that we had. So the characters and stuff that came into the song and everything were kind of, you know, they were kind of created out of a bunch of different people and stuff that we had, you know, that stuck out in our mind about stories and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. We laughed a lot and had a lot of good time telling stories on each other and all that. So it's just a lot of fun to do that one live and talk to him about that. And then we do about 4 or 5 actually. We do quite a few of the new songs, but they seem like they go off pretty well in the set. So it's just been fun. It's been such a good time, and we just let out a lyric video to Silence the Sirens. It was a little sneak peek back in January, and so that lyric video is out on YouTube. We just let that one out, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, my son put the video together, so it was like kind of crazy to have my son Isaac is doing like digital editing and graphic design and stuff like that, and he's interested in that kind of stuff, and so he worked on the video for us. So
wow, that's awesome.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. And but anyway, yeah, tour dates and stuff. We're still booking dates through. I think we got some offers and stuff here lately through February, so we're going to be adding some more dates to the social media and the website and all that stuff. So we're just going to continue moving forward, man. We love seeing everybody. We're seeing people that walk up to us and go, man, you don't remember me. And I'm like, I do remember you. I remember sitting on the bus with you, and it was like 5 minutes ago. Like,
yeah.
Such a time.
Right. Right.
And we get really tickled at each other, and it's just, I don't know, we're enjoying it, and the four of us still enjoy just being around each other. We really are genuine about. We just have fun hanging out with each other, so it's pretty funny. We've been doing some fly dates, and we've been jumping in some vans with each other and riding around like we did when we were just starting out. So it's been pretty crazy. It's been funny.
Now, speaking of social media, I know that you recently did a new website and a YouTube channel. Did you not have that before?
We did not. We had a website that was kind of just carrying us, but we wanted to, when we let the record out, we wanted to kind of revamp it. We're actually totally freaking out that we have all this technology nowadays. We were more boots on the ground, hands on, face-to-face kind of guys. And with technology the way it is nowadays and the reach that it has and everything, it's just amazing. But yeah, we're excited. The website we're keeping it updated now. In social media, it's all of us are interacting on there. We have a friend, Katrina, she's amazing. She helps us with a lot of our social media stuff. But it's us. We're all on there looking, and we love talking to everybody. We try to tell everybody that shows us stuff to reach out to us and talk to us on, either on the social media platforms, or they can message us personally or whatever. It's us checking the website and all this stuff. So it's a lot. It's kind of it's a lot of stuff. We all have families and jobs and business and all that stuff going on, but it feels like it's a lot of work to keep that stuff updated. But
right.
It's something that we enjoy doing, and the YouTube channel is really just getting started. We have a lot of content. That lyric video that we did, we actually have a full concert that was recorded at a thing called Rock Haven down in northern Mississippi, right outside of Memphis, that we recorded, and we've been wondering what we were going to do with the content, and so we got to use a few of the clips in the video, and I'm sure we'll use some more of that stuff. That it's unseen footage and stuff that people haven't seen before, so we're going to keep working with that stuff, but it's a lot of fun. We still enjoy being creative and coming up with stuff and working and writing and all that stuff. So
right. I know that that Bastards Build just came out in February. Are you already in production for another one coming out next year?
Well, we would love to have one come out next year. And actually, you're getting the scoop. Nobody knows this. But we actually talked to Frontiers, and I think we're going to work on something for next year.
All right, a new one.
We're very excited. Nobody knows it. We were just together up in Detroit and stuff, and we were finalizing some of the paperwork and all that stuff to make sure.
So now you can talk about it.
Yeah, we're starting to feel like we can let it out. Hopefully, we've kept writing, since we started working for all this stuff. None of us ever stopped. We kept going the whole time we were, it's kind of like something can't turn off. But we've been working and recording and doing new stuff and all that stuff. We haven't gotten in the studio yet, but we've got a ton of ideas for the new record already, and I think it's more about just logistics and stuff, getting us in the same city and just sitting down and locking it down.
Okay, so you're going to use for the new album that's possibly going to come out in 20 or maybe 2021. You're not going to use any of the stuff that you did and then put on the shelf and never made an album with it, or are you going to go just all new slate?
We're going all new slate, and we don't have a title or anything yet. We're at the super, early beginning talks of figuring out who's going to produce it and studio we're going to record out and all that kind of stuff. We're working on all that stuff. And as we speak, we're kind of all just kind of adjusting schedules, and it'll just depend on Frontiers' release schedule or whatever, how we fit and all that. I know they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. letting out new music. We love them. You know, they're great guys, but it'll just kind of see how it fits in their schedule.
Right. Now, you've been in the business 34 years, and you guys started out as a garage band, and you won a Battle of the Bands, which we have this little place out in Katy called Wildcatter. We're doing Battle of the Bands, and whoever wins that is going to be playing or opening up for Saliva. Do you think that had a lot to do with helping getting the band known and getting out there and going on tour and stuff like that?
Man, absolutely. A couple of things you said. We're actually really good friends with the guys in Saliva.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Sweeney, we grew up with him in Memphis, the guitar player.
Yeah.
I've known him since we started. He's awesome. He's amazing. So that's fine. Whoever's going to get to open up for them, they'll have a good time. But the Battle of the Bands was huge for us because we actually did a few of them, but there was one in particular that we won studio time, and we got to go in and record at Ardent Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, we were working on a little 5-song EP that we were putting together ourselves, and we happened to get assigned an engineer for the day that just happened to be in the studio, and his name was Paul Ebersole. And when he started working with us, I don't know, he just, for some reason, we were just a little rowdy bunch of high school kids, but he saw something in us that day working with us, and he said, hey, you know, I want to talk to y'all about coming back to the studio and maybe talking to some of the people here and just about what we wanted to do. And we weren't sure. We didn't know, man. We just wanted to play our instruments and sing and play and party and all that stuff. But they saw some potential somewhere in there, diamond in the rough or something. But anyway, they signed us to a production deal, which meant they brought us in and paid for all the recordings, fees and everything, and then they shopped us to record labels. So they were the whole reason that we got in front of major record labels and ended up getting signed and all that. I mean, we had never traveled. We didn't know anything about the music industry or anything. We were just playing our music and putting the CP out, and you know, we owed them, you know, everything that happened to us. They changed our lives, man, because they just believed in us for a second, you know, and said, yeah, we want to try to help you. And so Paul Ebersole was the engineer, and there was a guy named John Fry that owned the studio, and he was really famous for working on Big Star. Mm-hmm. That was kind of his band and his albums that he had produced and all that. And then he had been in the music industry for a long time, so he was kind of like a dad figure, you know, to our band. He took us in a little office and drew a circle on the wall. You know, said, this is you, and then everybody else that's going to be digging in your pocket. And we were like, great, sign us up. But he was a really, really great guy. I mean, we loved him. He passed away a few years ago, but every decision that I ever made in my life in regards to anything in the entertainment industry, he was my, you know, go-to mentor type guy. So I miss him a lot, but he was amazing. He was a lot of fun, and you know, we got to have a ride on the lightning bolt. Man, we freaked out. We had a good time.
Right.
Pretty wild.
So, you think that if you were a young band coming up now versus 35 years ago, you think you'd make it? In your opinion, because social media has changed so much.
Yeah, it's really hard because everybody has access to everybody's information, and it's a lot of just static and noise. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean it's just so much. You're just overstimulated with information and content and everything. Man, I do think you can do it nowadays. I think it's incredible. We see all the potential of it because you have so much access direct to fan. Mm-hmm. Stuff that you don't, you know, in the days we were coming along, you tried to go to sell a lot of records all at one time, you know, on street date, and the first week your record came out, you showed these numbers and all that kind of stuff. And now it's more about longevity. It's about building, you know, a foundation, and you can build a career just by having a small group of people that are, you know, crazy about you. They become your sales and marketing team, your fan, you know, street team or whatever. So that part of it's pretty amazing. And some of the bands now are doing it. You know, some of the rock bands, Dirty Honey, I've been hearing their name a lot.
Yeah.
I love Rival Sons. They're not as young as the Dirty Honey guys, but I love what they're doing. They're pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's potential, and it's just, you know, I think, man, just music in general just is something amazing about the times that we're going through. People need an escape, you know, and a place to go, and it's not, you know, the headlines and everything else that are going on. It's just a chance for you to be in the moment with everybody else and say, man, dude, this feels great. This is awesome. We're here and we're loving music and loving rock and roll and spending time together. So,
is there anybody that you would like to play with or maybe have on your album that is on like your bucket list, somebody that you really admire?
God, man, there's tons.
Right.
I wouldn't even know where to start. But I know on the road, a bucket list show for us would be to play with Tesla. We never got to do shows with them.
Wow. That'd be really good.
I would love to do it. I would love to play a show with them. But, man, there's so many talented people. You know, when we went on that Monsters of Rock cruise, it was like every band that was playing, they were amazing. You know, King's X was there. We had done some shows with them a long time ago, early in our career, and Extreme was there. We were on the same record label with them back in the day. I was trying to think, but Tesla was on there. They were great. Kicks, they're always great. We had done some shows with them. We love those guys. There's so many. It's hard to like pick out just, I don't know. It's hard to pick out just a couple of people maybe to. I am, you know, writing. We do write with a lot of people. Keith and I write with different folks, and you know, you never know where that might go. As far as writing with people, maybe that might open a door to do some recording or do a show together.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. But we're enjoying it, man. We're having a great time. I'm not kidding. It's really.
Well, if you love what you do, it's not work, right?
Yeah, that's right. And we kind of all, you know, just being candid with you, we kind of just stepped away to raise our families and stuff. We were kind of at the point when A&M kind of stepped away. We knew it was kind of a reset moment, and everybody was like, you know what, man, we never had any kind of big blow up or blowout or when we had a huge fight or anything. We were just like, you know what, maybe we should just take a break for a minute and we'll regroup when we feel like doing it again. And, you know, I thought it was going to be like a month, but it was a lot longer than that. It was about, I think it took us about 6 or 7 years before we got on stage with each other again. But
yeah. But, you know, I mean, that probably helped you creatively when you got back together. You had probably, you know, had a lot of things to say.
Yeah, and it was fun. You know, we still stayed in touch with each other through the years, and we always stayed close. I mean, the experience that we had as, you know, a young rock band going through the stuff, I mean, it was like being in a movie or something. I'm not kidding. We couldn't believe it. And so we went through some of the highest moments, and then we went through some of the real deep, dark valley places that you go to where you're like, man, this is kind of scary, and what am I going to do now? The record deal's falling apart, and we got families and all kind of stuff. You know, it's scary.
Yeah, it does.
It's like anybody. It's just we just happen to be in the entertainment business, but we all were there for each other. You know, we always would, you know, see each other and talk to each other and be around. So
yes,
it's been a crazy ride. I'm telling you, but it's not over yet. We're still going. We're going to see what happens now.
So you got a bright future. You're. What do you think the future is going to look like?
Well, looks like more dates on the road. This is what my big blue sky is, to do some more dates on the road. We've probably done 10 times as many shows this year as we have in the past 20 years. So we want to keep going keep that momentum up, and then just getting in and doing a record that's better than this one. You know, just go in and try to really work on our craft, songwriting,
Mm-hmm.
on the production on the next one. You know, there's always these things creatively that
Right.
we want to do, and we're all excited about all that kind of stuff. So we want to just keep rock and rolling, man. That's it.
Just keep on rolling. Rock and roll never dies, right?
That's right. That's true.
So now your new album, it's available where? Amazon?
Yes, Amazon, on any of your streaming platforms, your digital platforms, you can find us. If you want to order a vinyl or a CD or something, you go to Amazon. You can also go to Frontier's website. We're on there. And you can order it on our website if you want to. There's ways for you to purchase things on there. We also have merch, everything. If you want to find us, the best way is to go to toratoramusic.com. Is our website.
Okay.
And then you can find us on social media at Tora Tora Band. And we should have links that send you to all of our places to purchase. And, you know, go check out the merch. Check out the VIP passes to the shows. We've been sneaking people into our sound checks and doing some songs for them under the VIP package. So
oh, nice.
We're doing, you know, a few little surprise things. We're pulling out some songs maybe that wouldn't be in the set that they get to hear at sound check and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
We're constantly thinking on things that we can do. So we want to hear from everybody. We want to hear from the fans and the people that are out supporting us and stuff. So just reach out and let us know, man. We're listening, and we want them to be happy, man. We couldn't do it without them.
Right.
We're indebted to them, you know.
Well, I'm excited.
Being out there with them.
I'm excited to see you at BFE Rock Club October 19th. What time do you hit the stage?
Man, that's a great question. Probably 10-ish.
Around 10, yeah. Are you doing an hour and a half show or?
Yeah, I think we normally go around 75 to 90 minutes.
Okay.
You know, I talk a lot, so sometimes we'll start going in different directions and stuff. So you just have to check with us. Yeah. Hey, listen, I can't thank you enough for your time.
Yeah, thank you. I know you're pretty busy, and you're about to be heading out in a couple days, so we'll see you soon. See you on Saturday.
Man, see you then. Thank you so much for taking a minute to talk to me. I appreciate it.
All right. See you at the show.
Okay. See you in Houston.
Okay. Bye.